What's up guys, it's Bye here and welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms video. So I will play Heroic Anthem KvK on my alt account for about 20 days. I've been playing it just like how I would play it on my main account. I didn't blow out all of my speed up to max everything, and this is my current progress right now. So my crystal mine building, I am keeping it at level 22. And my research center is at level 17, and this is my current research right now. This is for fundamental technology, and this one is for military technology. So that is an overlook there for you guys. I think that I have a good enough knowledge about the crystals research center. And it's time for me to share with you guys some tips and advice on what I think is the best way to level up the Crystal Research Center and how you can get the most season coins with the least amount of speed up. So here you want to get season coins so that you can buy some item from the shops. And as you can see right here, like, I am at 91,000 season coins right now, and about 28 days still remaining in the Heroic Anthem KvK. Keep in mind that I did use a decent amount of speed up, but I did not use, like, I haven't used all of my speed up. Just showing you guys here the list of this how much speed up I still have left. Like, I still have a lot of research speed up left here, as well as still have a lot of universal speed up left. As I mentioned earlier, I am playing this KvK on this alt account just how I would play on my main account. Like, I'm not blowing out all my speed up here just so that I can level up some of the research or upgrade some of the building. So the tip and advice I am about to give you guys is based on my personal experience. You may agree or disagree. However, it's definitely something I will be doing on my main account if it ever comes to the time that my main account will be playing Heroic Anthem KvK. So let me get one thing out of the way first. You will definitely have to use a decent amount of speed up, research or building speed up if you want to be competitive in fighting. So let me put that out of the way. A lot of people are asking me if it's possible to not use any speed up at all. If you just want to chill, then yes. But if you want to be competitive, you will have to use a decent amount of speed up. But what you should be using your speed up on is why I'm here to give you advice. Here are the list of what I would recommend you to do. For one, you want to use some of the speed up early and not wait till mid game or till the end. Use speed up early will give you some extra stat boost you need for fighting in the early zone, zone 5, zone 6, and Out of Darkness. You don't want to use the speed up after all of the fighting is done, because then you're not getting anything. You want to use early. With that being said, try to finish all the available batch and quests at the beginning. I would say for the first 10 days, even if it requires you to use like training speed up or some building speed up or research speed up, do all of them. You're gonna have a 15 batch and quests every day. So try to do all of them for the first 10 days, so that you can get a decent amount of crystal, so that you can prepare for the first fighting zone, which is zone 5. And another thing you want to kind of want to pay attention to is that make sure that you only use speed up on research or on the research. Like you only want to speed up your research if you have a more crystal available for you to going for the next research. Let's say if I have only like 5,000 crystal left and my next research is 100,000 crystals, then there is really no reason for me to speed up my research, right? Just wait it out. Wait until you get more research. Wait until you get more crystal. When you have more crystals, that is when you want to speed up your research. So how should you level up your research? So I say there are 3 phases for leveling up your research. you want to check the KvK Chronicle. So phase 1 is when the level 4 pass is going to be open. This is going to be the first fighting zone you will be entering. Phase 2 is when the Altar of Darkness is open. Level 5 pass open here. Level 6. Yep. So phase 2 is when, like, after the level 6 pass open, and I think half, like 12 hours after that, I think you can fight at the Altar of Darkness, 12 or 24 hours. So that's gonna be phase 2. And phase 3 is when the level 7 pass open. So you want to check with your Kingdom Chronicle, and you want to kind of like keep your research aligning with the event. Why do you want to check it with the KvK Chronicle? Because that is when you know when the next fighting going to be, and for each fighting going to happen, you want to give yourself a little bit more like stat boost increase for your marches, so that it can help you fighting a little bit better. So let's go into the first phase here. So for phase 1, fundamental technology, definitely try to, I would say for the first 10 days, try to max, try to get treaty as high as you can, get treaty to level as high as you can, get skillful operation as high as you can. So this probably is, you probably gotta keep it until, like, I think from phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. There probably not much change for the fundamental technology. Just try to get as high as you can for treaty. For the first 10 days, get treaty to level 5 if you can. Try to get a skillful operation to level 3. You don't want to get to level 4 because level 4 kind of like costs a lot of crystal. You can get it later on. So I would say the first 10 days, get treaty, get a skillful operation to as high as you can. And it's relatively pretty cheap to get this skill up to the level 5. Cost about, I would say, if you can manage your crystal well, it's gonna take you about, I would say, 3 days, 2, 3, or 4 days max for you to get the research to max. Keep the skillful operation at level 3, unless you have more crystal coming in, you have more like actual crystal, then maybe you can get it to higher level. But you do still want to like keep a decent amount of crystal so that you can level up your military as well. Because for when I break it down to phase 1, 2, and 3, mostly it is for the military, because you want to prepare your military research for every time you're going into the fight. I would say just get the fundamental technology to what it's look right now for me right here, and you should be fine for the rest of the KvK, I would say. Like, I don't recommend going for this one because it requires you to get both of these skills to level 5, which is going to cost you a lot of crystal. So definitely not going here yet, even after like 20 days. Probably don't go here yet unless you have a lot of crystal, and I will tell you the reason why in the next one, where I tell you how you can maximize your season coins. Okay, so for phase 1 for fighting, so that is when the level 4 pass is about to open, right? You want to depend on your single troop type, like what troop type you focus on. For me, and the infantry players, I want to get a quench blade to level 5 and improve heavy armor to level 5. So both of these skills have to be level 5. If you archer, you want to focus on leveling it your archer only, or if you carry, you can focus on the level of your carry. ZZ2 skill to level 5 is good enough before the level 4 pass open. If you have a little bit like extra crystal and extra speed up, you can try to go to level 2 or level 3 call to arms. But I think you might not able to have enough crystal, I think. So definitely focus a little bit more on the fundamental technology first. Get 3 to level 5, get a skillful operation to level 3, and then before the fighting, make sure you get the 2 skill to level 10. I would say you should be fine as long as you do a decent amount of research. You'll be fine. You should be able to get them to level 5. I don't think you'll be able to get to Call of the Arms. I think it is more like phase 2. So for a phase 2 is when Altar of Darkness, right? So that is when it's about, I would say 13 to 14 days into the KvKs. So like I wouldn't touch my fundamental technology much anymore. Like it pretty decent state at the, like if you get 3 to level 5 and you get skillful operation to level 3, I think you should be fine. You can try to get them a little bit higher if you want to, but you don't have to. You can also try to like level up some of the skill here to help you get more AP as well. That if you want, that if you have that extra crystal, you can go for it. But still for phase 2, like don't go for this one yet, because like you don't want to waste your crystal on this skill right here, this research right there, and like you also like want to like use the minimal amount of research, right? So, and you want to focus a little bit more on fighting. Like for me, like I want to focus to get my fighting power a little bit higher. So like for phase 2 is when like the Altar of Darkness is about to open. You can try to level up the skill as exactly as it look right now. Like get all of the other troop type level skill to level 3, and you can get a Call of Arms, Call to Arms to level 3 or 4, so that you get that 7% or like 5% troop capacity increase. Can help you a little bit in fighting. Like any little of like actual stat boost can make a huge difference when it comes to the fighting. So that's something I would be doing for phase 2. Definitely try to get Core to Arms to a level 3 at least. You can also try to get level up some of the you can also try to level up the Quench Blade here if you're an infantry players, or if you carry or archer, you can focus on just the research that fit your troop type. You can try to go for it, but I think you gotta need to use a lot more speed up if you want to. So this is more for like phase 3. So like after phase 2, you can try to get Call to Arms to like level 3. You can get a little bit higher, and you can go for like some of the single research skill here. For example, for me, I'm an infantry player. I'm leveling this up here to level 3. And here it's requiring me to have the previous skill to level 5. So I need to level up this skill to level 5 first. So that is for phase 2. Like definitely get focused on getting like all of the research for other troop type to level 3 here. The first initial one to level 3. Get it 2 to level 3 as well, and get Call to Arms to level 3, so that you get that extra army capacity. And then you can start working on more stat boost here for your units. So that is phase 2. And for phase 3 again, you probably don't even need to touch this anymore. You wanna be prepared. So phase 3 is when the level 7 pass is going to be open. When the level 7 pass open, they're gonna be burning, they're gonna be fighting. You gotta be able to go into the enemy zone, and you gotta start like burning enemies. You gotta be able to kick them out of their zone. You gotta either be able to kick them out of their zone, or you gotta be kicked out of the zone. So you want to get strong. And for someone who like fighting focus, that what you want to do. So for you to be prepared to phase 3. So as of right now, like, I am in the phase 3 right now. I am preparing for phase 3 right now. So I am just trying to like get up the skill right here as high as I can. Ignore this one, like ignore this one right here. I was just using it because it's very cheap and it's take very short amount of time to level up, so that I can gain the actual season coins. So that would be another thing that I'll be explaining to you guys. Okay, and like the only reason I am researching this is because I will be migrating. So I will be migrating after these videos. Because this KvK doesn't have any firing. So I will be migrating and going to play Heroic Anthem KvK again. That is why I'm just trying to like get maxing out of the crystal of the season coin here before I migrate. But ideally, I would be focusing on leveling up this skill here for my infantry. I'm not leveling up right now because it takes longer time for me to finish it, and I'll be migrating in about 8 hours. So I am just trying to like leveling up some of the skill here that only need like 2 or 3 hours to finish, so that I can get that extra 1,000 season coins. So that with that being said, let me go into tip number 3. How to maximize season coins. So season coins is one of the currency you need to earn so that you can buy out the shop items. If you want to like get some of the city skin, you want to earn season coins. One thing you need to keep in mind is that especially for free to play or low spender players, you want to level up this, like, so I think once the KvK, like once the fighting kind of like done, so after you focus on research some of the research that can help you fight, after I would say, I think after the level 7 paths open, I think like the KvK is gonna be settled. Like you gotta get a very good idea of like who is winning, who is losing, and most of the fighting is gonna be done. After most of the fighting is done, you gotta go back and look into your research center, and you want to level up the skills that require the least amount of crystal. So for example, this one right here, like 11 hours to finish the research, 100,000 crystal here for only 1,600 season coins. So that is very it's pretty high. I would say like 100,000 season coins. I mean 100,000 crystal for only 1,600 season coins. And if you look one of the research here at level 1, it gives you 1,000 season coins. It only requires you 1 hour speed up and only costs you 4,000 crystal. So you definitely need to pay attention to the cost of the crystal and the amount of speed up it's required for you to gain the season coins. So you want to like level up the research that costs the least crystal and with the least amount of speed up as well, so that you can get the most amount of like season coins with the least amount of speed up you use. I would say ignore all of the research like that on the far right hand side. I think that are for like big spenders, like you're not gonna be able to get there, and they are going to cost you a lot more crystal. Like leave them last. Before every research, just like you want to focus like early stage, you want to focus on like getting good stats for your troop fighting. So once you're done, the fighting is done, that is when you want to go back to focusing on, hey, what can I do to maximize on my season coins? And for that, as you can see, like my research just done right there, 1,000 season coin in the pocket for me right there. And I am like leveling these skill because I am going to migrate, and I want to like taking in all of the actual season coin as much as I can here. So definitely there is a cost for you. Keep in mind, like if you think that, hey, I'm not gonna max out all the research, I'm not gonna max out all the building, you don't have to. Take your time, just pick the research that are easy, that can give you the coins. It doesn't mean like higher research you gotta give you more coins compared to the cost, the amount of crystal you spend. For example, this one right here, like 23 hours research gave me what 1,600 season coins and cost 151,000 crystal here, which is very high. Like if I have some other small research left, this one 2 hour 56,000, 1,000 season coin, which is okay. Or I can go back to here. There might be some other research here that might be cheaper. So this one here, 18,000 crystal, 8-hour research for 400 CN coin. So this is much cheaper, right? So you want to go to the list of the available skill research and work your way up. Like go for the easy skill first and slowly work your way up. And like if you already use whole bunch of like speed up early on, then to help you fighting, you don't need to use your speed up again like at the end. Just take your time, let the research finish itself. Unless you're going to have a lot of like research speed up available for you to use, then by all means, you can like try to go ham, try to level up more research as you go. But that is pretty much is my advice for you guys, and that pretty much an advice for myself as well. That would be something I would do. Focus on the first half of the KvK. Focus on some basic research early on. Fundamental technology. This is what it look like for me. I'm not gonna try to level them up higher unless the fighting is done. Like when the fighting is done, that when I can go back here and just start leveling up some of the research that doesn't cost too many crystal. But you want to divide your KvK into 3 phases. That is when the 3 important time for the KvK Chronicle, level 4 pass opening, Altar of Darkness opening, and the level 7 pass opening. You want to give your troop a little bit more stat boost every time. Every time the thing happen, can help you fighting more. And I think that all I have for you guys today. Thanks again for watching the video, guys.